Hello travelers of Eterra, Nerdbird here, and if you are tired of your screen exploding with junk items in Last Epoch, you are in the right place, because today I'm going to walk you through how to create your own loot filter, step by step, and tailor it exactly for your class and build. This will make your in-game grind way more efficient and help you focus on making your class the best that it can be. In Last Epoch, loot filters let you hide trash and highlight what really matters, like gear for your class, idols with good affixes, or crafting bases you'll actually use. To get started, you want to hit Shift plus F in-game to open the loot filter window. Click Add a new filter, give it a name like Bladedancer Crit Filter, and now you've got a blank slate. Start by adding a rule for gear your class can use. For example, I'm building a Bladedancer. I only want to see gear like daggers, leather armor, or dexterity based gear. So I click Add Rule, Show Items Condition, Item Type, Weapons, and then I click through all of these and choose daggers, and then I click to save. You then will need to do the same for chests, helmet, gloves, boots, only the ones that your class is going to be wearing. So under subtype, you can also narrow this even further by just showing, for example, you want only obsidian daggers if you're hunting for, say, crit multi-bases. The reason you would want to do this is because in the end game, you will get weapons or daggers that are dropping from all ranges and levels that you could have looted from. So in order to avoid picking up, say, a level 11 or level 22 dagger, this is going to only give you the obsidian daggers. Obviously, if you are doing this from a lower level, you're going to want to include all of those type of daggers, so you will want to skip the subtype. There is, of course, another button you can add to your loot filter, that is liking, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell for more up-to-date news on Last Epoch and everything ARPG. Remember, the Nerdbird is here for you. Now, let's talk about affixes, the juicy stats on gear. I'm building a crit Bladedancer, so I want crit chance, dexterity, melee physical damage, and damage over time if I'm going to use something like bleed or poison. So in this case, I'm going to go to the show items condition, have any of these affixes. Choose your affix, then choose to recolor the item to something like green or yellow so it really pops out at you. And once you have this system down, you can know this is, for example, a crit dagger. So if you already have a maxed out critical damage dagger, then you know that, of course, you won't have to look so closely at it. And if you want to hunt for idols with crit related stats, you can add the rule for idols, affix, plus crit chance with shadow daggers or something similar along those lines. Now we reverse it. We are going to hide anything we just don't want at all, like low level gear or affixes we'll never use on this build. So we're going to, of course, add a new rule. We're going to choose hide items, rarity equals normal, item level, and then say below level 30. That'll clean up most of the low tier garbage that is usually dropping. And if you still find there is garbage gear dropping that's, say, at level 40 or 50, you can just go in there and you can change this number to 40, 50, 60, whatever it is that you are looking to adjust in your build. Always move your hide rules to the bottom of your filter list though, so that you don't accidentally override good rules with it. Now, as for finding things like items with good crafting bases, if you want to filter for them as well, you want to add a rule for gear with at least 2 affixes of tier 4 or higher. So items level 80 plus for high tier crafts are usually where you want to start with that. The same thing goes for uniques. Just make a rule to show items rarity equals unique, and then you most definitely want to recolor these things into a color that you know is very recognizable. I just usually go with the same copper orange color that the background of the uniques come on. That way I know what it is and I never miss it whenever it drops on the ground. Now, once you're done building, hit save and activate filter. Now run an echo or a monolith and see it in action. You can always come back and tweak it as your build kind of evolves as you do, and you might find that there's something else that you want to look for example, to build for an alternative character that you're planning on building in the future, so you can start adding those rules in there as well to try to get more accessible items that will help you level that character up in the future. Now, of course, if this seems to be too stressful for you to put together, you can always just go to Last Epoch Build Planner. This is a website that everyone usually posts the different builds that they're trying to put together, and you can try to find a build that is similar to what you are trying to build. In that, you will find that there's already like a preset group of not only idols but gear that you might be able to find inside a game. And here on the left side, there's a thing called Generate Loot Filter for this build. All you have to do is click this. You can create a title such as GG, and then you will copy this to your clipboard. You then just need to go into game, hit Shift F, add a new filter, and paste a clipboard content filter inside of your game. In doing so, you will now have this loot filter, which will give you the items that you are kind of looking for your specific build, and you don't have to put in all of the long effort to do the manual version of this. However, I do recommend everybody learning how to create a personalized loot filter, as when you are going through the game, you are going to start thinking about creating other classes, and it will come in handy for you to start finding loot that will help you level up those other classes by influencing your loot filter in different ways. And hey, that's it, folks. Now your screen won't be a loot explosion every time something dies, and you'll only be picking up the good stuff for your build or the builds that you hope to build in the future. Don't forget to smash that like button if this helped you out, and subscribe for more Last Epoch tips, guides, and builds right here on the Nerdbird channel. Thank you guys for coming, and I hope everyone has a great day.